Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up, say about 3 o'clock in the morning, with your mind racing, wondering if you have made the biggest mistake of your life? If you're a founder, if you're a dreamer, if you're a leader trying to rebuild, you will understand what I'm talking about. You know exactly how it feels. I mean that 3 a.m. voice that says, hey, you are running out of time, you are running out of money, you are running out of, options. And that voice keeps ringing right in your ear and in your head. Yeah, I want to talk about that voice today. That voice has a name, and it is called anxiety. Yeah, anxiety. It shows up right when you are trying to build something great. It shows up when you want to push something forward. And here is the truth that most people never tell you. Anxiety is not a sign that you are weak. Not at all. Anxiety means you are, pushing into the unknown. Anxiety means that you are alive. Anxiety means that you are kicking. You want to achieve something. You see, the key is not to silence anxiety. Hear me again. The key is not to silence anxiety. The key is to redirect it and turn it into fuel instead of friction. And I'm going to give you right now 6 tools that you need to handle anxiety when it comes. 6 of them. And let's start right away. Number 1, name it and then redirect it. Name it and then you redirect it. You see, when anxiety shows up, don't fight it. Okay, I say again, don't fight it. Fighting it makes it louder. What do? Instead, take a breath and say to yourself, this is anxiety. It is not reality. Yes, just naming it gives you power. Do you know that? It gives you power. Now, you are not drowning in it, you are observing it. When you name it, you have moved from being in the storm to watching it pass. And once you have named it, you can redirect it, because leaders don't let anxiety write the story. So don't let it write yours. They acknowledge anxiety, that's right. Then they pick up the pen and write their own story. Okay, number 2, shrink the overwhelm. Shrink the overwhelm. You see, anxiety thrives on overwhelm. You see, it wants to convince you that, oh, this thing is too big for you. The mountain is too big for you. Oh, come on. It's just too big. You can't handle it. But here is the secret. Every big win is built on small steps. Yes. Don't ask, how can I save this company? Oh, how can I save this company? Everything is breaking down. Why don't you say, what is that one thing I can do before noon today? What is that one thing I can do before noon today? Or don't, I want to build my brand. How do I build my brand? Why don't you ask yourself, who is the next person I can serve? By serving people and serving them faithfully, you are building your brand. So, momentum isn't born, from massive leaps or massive steps. It is built from steady steps. Even if there are baby steps, small progress repeated daily beat big plans that never started. Number 3, ground yourself in the present. Yes, what do I mean by that? Is it when anxiety pulls into the future? Oh, what if I lose everything? Oh, bring yourself back to now. You see, anxiety will want to take you to the, what if I lose everything? Hey, bring yourself into here and here now. You see, I'm going to give you some simple technique, You try this technique, and I call it 5-3-2-3-2-1 technique. You see, number 1, name 5 things you see. Look around and name 5 things you see. For example, I see a chair, I see a window, a book, a cup, or a plant. Look around and look at what you can see. Look around and say, what is it that I can see right now? What is it that I can see right now? Look around and see, what is it that I can see right now? Is it number 2? Name 4 things you feel. Notice 4 things you can feel, or things that you can touch. For example, I feel my feet on the floor. I feel the fabric of my shirt. Is it I feel the cool air, and my hands are touching each other. So by so doing, you are distracting anxiety. Number 3, look at 3 things you can, you can hear. Find 3 things you can hear. Listen for 3 things you can hear. For example, I hear the birds outside, or I hear cars passing, or the sound of my breathing. I can hear it. That is it. Number 2, the way out technique 2. 2 things you smell. For example, I smell coffee. Wake up and smell coffee. Okay. I smell coffee. I smell the soap. I smell, the good things, the food. I smell. Look, just name 2 things you can smell. And the last one, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One thing you can test. I test mint from the toothpaste. When you use these techniques, they are very simple. They sound very simple, but they are powerful. So it brings you back to the only moment that matters, and that is now. So when anxiety wants to push you into the future, make you to be anxious, bring yourself back to now. You see, because the present is where courage lives. The future is built from what you do right now. That's right. Okay, now let's move back to what we were discussing. The 4 technique, the 4, move your body. When anxiety comes, move your body, move your mind. When your mind locks up mentally, move physically. You see, you walk, stretch, dance, run, shake your arms if you can, if you have to. Yes, even if your team thinks you're crazy at that moment, or you have lost it at that moment. You see, the reason is this: movement breaks the loop. When the body moves, your brain follows. And motion creates emotion. So you have to understand that. Okay, let's look at the 5th technique. Focus through service and creativity. You have to shift your focus through service and creativity. You see, the fastest way to quiet anxiety is to stop staring at it. Put your energy outward, into service, into creativity. You see, set a note of gratitude. Send a note of gratitude. Mentor somebody, mentor someone, paint, cook, write, do all those things. They will distract anxiety. When you focus, when your focus expands, beyond yourself. When you are not putting every focus on yourself, anxiety loses oxygen. And that's very correct. You see, leaders won't give energy, leaders that give energy outward multiply energy inward. When you give energy outward, when you serve people, when you help people, you multiply energy inward. The 6th one, I told you I was going to give you 6. The 6th one is build long-time toolkit. You see, anxiety doesn't just disappear. It's not one-time guest. It keeps coming. It's a recurring visitor. So build a toolkit to handle it. You see, practice deep breathing. It helps. 4 counts in, 4 hold, 4 out, and 4 hold. You keep repeating it. It helps. Keep a notebook for your, and note your worries. When it comes up, you just note them down. Write them down and leave them there. You see, it helps. And build a circle of people, who you can call when things are getting very heavy. Because leadership is not a solo journey. Even the strongest founders need a base camp. They need people around them they can talk to. So, my friend, anxiety will always sit at your table. But here is what I want you to do. Don't give it, the seat of power. It sits at your table, but it doesn't have to get the seat of power. You do have the seat of power. You are the one that will decide. Okay, so every day you choose. Do I let anxiety freeze me? Or do I redirect it forward? The choice is yours. It's in your hands. You are not here because you never felt fear. No, you are here because you keep moving forward. Despite the fear, you're moving forward, you're pushing it. And if you keep moving, Your team will move. Your business will move. Whatever you're doing will move if you keep focused and keep moving. Okay, so leaders don't eliminate anxiety. I want you to know that. So don't try to eliminate it. Leaders don't do that. They transform it into momentum. And momentum builds company. Momentum changes industries. Momentum reshapes our lives. Okay, so the next time anxiety knocks, why don't you smile and say, oh, I see you, but I've got work to do. That's right. I see you, but I have got work to do. So when the noise gets louder, say this quietly. Let me give you some, things now. When it gets quietly, say to yourself, breathe, focus, act, move forward. Yeah, breathe, focus, act, move forward. Say it once, say it 10 times, as many times as possible. Say it until your body believes it. Breathe, focus, act, move forward. Because that's how leaders turn anxiety energy into unstoppable progress. That's correct. So my friend, if this video gave you a new perspective, hit the like button. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so that every time I upload motivation videos that you will be notified. And also share this video to someone who needs to hear it today. And I thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.